beautiful hello star galactic beings, whatever, universe, the universal beings, the galactical time wave that just happened. No matter what you read, see, or hear, it doesn't matter if I say it, it doesn't matter if God says it, it doesn't matter if Buddha or Moses or the Pope says it, believe nothing. If it agrees with your own life experiences, your own common sense, in your own heart, your soul, then go with it. Listen to your own voice, your own soul. Too many people listen to the outside world, to the noise, to all that noise, instead of listening to themselves. You're on a path, right? So those of you who are on a path of living in the noise, in other words, if you're the one out there always complaining about, politics or money or, people, and then you're with the crowd, you're with that. Yeah, rah, rah. But you're in your own soul, your own voice knows that that's wrong. But we don't listen to it. We resist it. And the further you resist, the more it'll persist. But we don't put it together because of the noise. Because, well, that's the way I've always been learned. That's the way I was trained, not learned. You didn't learn anything. You were trained to do that. They trained you. It was a training. That's what they want. They don't want you to listen to your innermost being, supreme being. They don't want that. They fear that. They fear that. They tell you that because they are afraid of you inside. When they can see you with the crowd, they're laughing. They're like, look at them people, eh? They're just they're not getting anywhere. They're not getting anywhere. They're not thinking, they're not helping people to think. They're not seeing through what they're lashing out about. They're not reading the hidden messages. It's foolish. It's foolish, Just look at a word. What is a word? What is it? Why do we have to say these words? Why do we have to speak like this? Why am I talking like this, period? I don't speak like this. This is not me. I was trained to talk like this. Education is not knowledge. Education is training. I was trained to talk like this. Not like this now, but before, if you knew me before, I was not a good person. Because I was trained to be like that. Because they didn't look out for the uniqueness of the individual. They didn't look out for the gifts that you have. They looked out for their own being. And whoever was teaching you was being oppressed as well. So you go through the system that makes us imperfect. Because we were trained to think that's the way life is. I'm a nobody. This is the way it is. I have to suffer because I have no money, because I have no spouse or a significant other, because I don't have a fancy car, because I don't have all the tennis shoes that I need. So, and you go down and down and down and down until you have to until you're forced to do crime, you're forced to do, criminal activity, whatever. But it's all us that did all that. It was a training that we went through, just like the military. They train you to kill. And in your inside, your voice is telling you, man, this ain't right. Because it ain't right. Listen to that voice. That's not an ego. This is not a this is not a study. This is not religion. This is a being listening to inside. You hear that it's not right. It's not fucking right. But we're going to continue to do what the crowd does. The outside noise. So we go along with the outside noise because that's what we were trained to do. Oh, I see. Did you guys see this fairy floating through there? What are you, crazy? What is wrong with you? There's nothing there. It's in your mind. But everything, just think about that. They say it's in your mind because everything is inside. It's all inside. Nothing is out here. Nothing. It does not exist. It's all imaginations of others' people's. It's other people's imagination. That's all this is. That's all it is. This phone is an imagination of somebody else's creation. This lighter is someone else's imagination, creation. This cup is a creation of someone else's imagination. Why imagination? They took it from you. They don't want you to have it. So these are the thoughts that came during the solar eclipse 2017. It's all about purification, purifying yourself as a being. Not a being, not a shell, but an inner being. The energy, the consciousness inside the being that exists. This imagination, or God. Why can't we call it God? Get past English. Get past the English ways. Break up the English system. Analyze every sound that comes out of your mouth. And you will break up English racism. And when you start speaking slang, they don't like it. They fear it. Oh, he's getting out of the crowd. Gotta bring him back. Gotta bring him back. What can we do to his phone? Put it in his phone. Put him in there on the internet. Put it in there. Doesn't work with me anymore. Does not work. So that was what it was. Yesterday for the solar eclipse experience, I was not in the being. I was not in the shell. The being and consciousness, the energy inside of the shell was gone. Where did it go? I went straight to the moon and the sun, where I always am. Because I have a sun-moon meditation that I have been doing for quite some time now. Because the moon governs the right side of the brain, the sun governs the left. So if you have this image in your head, bring it together. Play with it. Bring it around. What is it doing? Watch it. Pay attention. Pay attention. What is it going to do? Whoa. We have a triangle. Oh my God. It's the Illuminati. Here we go with the Illuminati again. It's so foolish, right? Think about this shit, man. Go inside. It's inside. Why? It's an old Hindu meditation. Is the sun and is the moon and the sun. It's all inside. Everything exists. Inner space is real. It's as real as your skin. So the solar eclipse was a wild event. I was not in the body. If you want to know more on the solar eclipse, go check out my other channel, the healing channel. This channel is just like a rant, not a rant even, it's just more like soul. It's all soul. It's all experiences and soul, and to talk through things, because there's not one being. There is one being here now. There was two, now there is just one being. Spirit is now here, and Spirit is only speaking now. So now this is now the Spirit channel. And there's all these other things going on with dark light. Dark light is always contemplating, bringing together, and that's that. But go check it out. Go check it out, because a new language is being created. A new language. That's all I have for you right now. There will be more videos. I do a lot of analyzing music, not just music symbols, but words, poetry. I read, I get messages through poetry, poems, songs, speeches. Then that tells me about my inner self, my reality, and expansion, so forth. That's the way it is. It's sort of like an oracle. Music is an oracle with me. This is how I read everything. Not the Illuminati. The Illuminati does not exist. We, enlightened people, light workers, are the Illuminati. We illuminate the soul. Illumination. Because we have an illuminating voice. It's all there. Like, you know, they want you to fear it, because why do they want you to fear these things? Because it is powerful. We are powerful beings. They know how powerful the mind really is. And the solar eclipse, all these events that just happened, is the big cleanse has happened. The purification has happened. Let's see what happens. I love you. Be powerful, be unique, and be outspoken. Not the voice, but the words. Let the words flow like water. I love you guys so much, and listen to that voice that says, that's not right, that's wrong. Don't fear it. Don't fear the Reaper. What does that tell you? Let me know in the comments. I love you. I'll see you soon. Go check out the other channel. Be unique, be colorful, be inspiring, and travel. You know what I'm talking about. I love you.